Marvel Rivals has a mutant problem. Before anyone gets mad, I'm not saying the X-Men shouldn't be in the game. Characters like Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, Magneto, Rogue, Gambit, and others absolutely deserve their spots. The problem is that Marvel Rivals seems to be leaning too heavily into mutants at the expense of the rest of the Marvel Universe. Right now, there is already around 13 mutant or mutant-related characters in the roster. Looking at the major leaks, that number could jump to around 23. That's nearly half of the current roster. The biggest issue is that players often wait months between character announcements. Then, after all that waiting, another mutant gets revealed. For X-Men fans, that's exciting. But for everyone else, it can feel repetitive. One argument I constantly see is that the X-Men pioneered Marvel, so they deserve most of the roster. But that's simply not true. Marvel isn't just the X-Men. The X-Men are incredibly important to Marvel, but they didn't build Marvel by themselves. In fact, one of the biggest reasons Marvel exists in its modern form is the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four completely changed superhero comics and helped establish the Marvel Universe as we know it. Without the Fantastic Four, there might not even be a Marvel Universe for the X-Men to exist in. Yet look at the treatment these franchises receive in Marvel Rivals. The X-Men have a massive presence with characters like Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, Magneto, Rogue, Gambit, Emma Frost, Phoenix, Psylocke, Magik, Scarlet Witch, and Deadpool, with even more mutants reportedly on the way. Meanwhile, the Fantastic Four barely get the same attention, not including Invisible Woman, of course. Despite being one of Marvel's most important teams in history, Marvel Rivals has access to thousands of characters from every corner of Marvel lore. Instead of adding mutant after mutant, why not give some attention to characters fans have been requesting? For months, or even years, Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer, Green Goblin, Ant-Man, Gamora and Drax, Taskmaster, Sentry, Black Bolt. These characters would introduce new playstyles, new team compositions, and represent completely different parts of the Marvel Universe. And while we're talking about questionable additions, I honestly don't think Black Cat should have been added this early. Don't get me wrong, Black Cat is a fine character. But Spider-Man has arguably the most famous villain gallery in all of Marvel Comics. Green Goblin, Dr. Octopus, Sandman, Mysterio, Lizard, Kraven, and countless others are all more iconic choices for a hero shooter. Yet somehow Black Cat made it in first. She's basically a master thief, and in recent years it feels like Marvel keeps forcing her into bigger and bigger roles without properly explaining how she can do half the things she does. Take Spider-Man 2, for example. She gets her hands on a magical artifact and almost instantly knows how to use it. At that point, if using powerful mystical technology is that easy, why isn't everyone becoming Doctor Strange overnight? It just feels like Marvel keeps pushing Black Cat into situations where she's way more important than she realistically should be. Anyway, back to the mutants. A healthy roster should feel diverse. Cosmic heroes, street-level heroes, Avengers, Fantastic Four, Inhumans, Midnight Suns, villains, and X-Men should all have a place. The issue is that every time players get excited for the next reveal, there's a growing chance it's just another mutant, while entire sections of Marvel continue to be overlooked. Also, I am still an advocate for more obscure characters. They can bring attention for more stories in the future. I'm not saying that all the characters that are being added should be well known. I'm just saying that we need some variety. Marvel Rivals has the entire Marvel Universe available. It should start acting like it.